What's going on, guys? Good morning and hello. Today is the final episode for Boys on the Mic. Today, we're doing a little bit something different where we're sort of just talking about our journey, what were our highlights, what we gained from it, and how it sort of changed our lives. So, let's go on this journey with the boys. I'm joined by Nowakas and Kausa.
What's up,
There it
brother?
is.
Hello, guys.
That was a delayed ass. I was waiting, man. How are you guys
Yeah.
today? You guys excited?
Yeah,
Bittersweet, bittersweet.
yeah. It's not it to clarify for everybody watching. It's not the last one. It's the last one of the first season.
Oh,
Hmm.
yes. Sorry. It's the
Okay.
last episode of the first season.
Yeah.
Like the last Jedi, so you know that it's not the last Jedi, but still.
The Jedi will be
More
reborn.
Jedi's to come. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty excited to get into this stuff. There's a lot of takeaways that we got from that. A lot of developments, personal
Yeah.
developments that have happened.
Exactly.
So yeah, we got a lot of cool stories to share, and hopefully some stuff in the future that's a bit exciting to sort of tease everybody to stay around.
Yeah.
We've also got
Yeah.
some funny videos that we thought were pretty funny and our highlights. Sorry, damn, I said funny twice. We got some highlight videos as well coming
It's so
today.
funny.
It's a funny money. It's a funny money.
All right, let's roll the intro. Welcome to the Boys on the Mic, the one-stop audio and video experience where the worlds of gaming and technology collide. I'm Nowakas, and I'm thrilled to be here with the dynamic duo Kausa and Rex. How's it going, guys?
Hey Nowakas! Hey listeners! Kausa here. We're pumped to bring you another episode filled with the latest and the greatest in gaming and tech. No matter what kind of gamer you are or how tech savvy you might be, we got something just for you.
That's right, Rexy here, and we're stoked to have you join us. Whether you're a long-time listener or just discovering the podcast, you're in for a treat. We dive deep into all things gaming and tech, bringing you the news, reviews, and experiences from around the digital world.
And don't forget, if you love the vibe, hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. It helps more gamers and tech enthusiasts like you find our show. Follow us on Tech Trio Tales to stay in the loop and become part of our growing community.
Got a topic you want us to cover? Or you just want to share your latest gaming victory? Reach out to us on our socials or in the comment section. We love hearing from our listeners.
All right, team, gear up because it's time to jump into another epic episode. Let's revive, respawn, power up, and go!
And go.
I'm not gonna lie. That intro hit me differently this time. Like normally, I think probably the last couple of weeks where we just put it in, like it's just like I know the intro's coming. Oh, someone pressed the button when I'm saying something. But
Innocent.
yeah, it brought back some memories.
Yeah.
It's all right, man. It's all right, bro. The Phoenix will rise, mate.
The Phoenix will rise. Before we get too emotional, let's get into the first topic. So, how did it start? How did we actually come together and bring this podcast to life?
Yeah, that's a good question actually. Like many of my friends, like every time that we have a chat, and I sort of mention because it's not something that I said to like any single person that I pass through. So
Yeah.
when I'm talking about, oh, we actually have a podcast, and they always ask like, oh, how did that crazy idea or how that started? So I think it's probably best to explain it ourselves how we actually sort of came with up this idea.
Yeah, as we were sort of like drafting together the outline for today's topics, I actually forgot. How it actually started. And Kelso was saying, yeah, that it was us just discussing ideas and just wanting to stay in touch, because Kelso was moving to Melbourne eventually, and we worked together in real life. So we just decided, hey, why don't we have a look at doing something? And then I think over a couple of weeks, podcasting was an idea that we decided to run with, and it's perfect for us because this is something like video games and tech is something that we're extremely passionate about. You don't even Kelso and I, we used to just send each other memes and reels and TikToks and things like that, just about what we actually do run this podcast on. I do the same thing with Rex as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you forgot to mention that, you guys. So these two were brainstorming this idea. I sort of came in as the third man on the, had to just come in and just help them. And we had some beers and we had a chat about it. And then these guys were like, "Hey, Rex, what did you think about doing a podcast?" And I said, "Fuck yeah, man. I love it, man. Let's do it." Gaming and technology are the two things that I love. I love it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an easy sell.
That's my sort of perspective. Let's
Some
push. What we
people
gotta
think
lose, bro? I got nothing to lose, man. Let's do it.
it's
Yeah.
like the onboarding normally. It's that the tricky part. It's like trying to convince someone to jump on a crazy idea. This wasn't that difficult.
Yeah.
I guess if you do it with people that you know and people that you trust, then it makes it a lot easier.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of coordination. Even if you think like, oh, it's just easy jump on and look at the camera and start talking, there's coordination behind it. Like, yeah. So I take for granted now a lot of things like, oh, now we're doing. Each of us have a lot of stuff that we know that we need to do. But before it was trying to figure out who does what, and now I think now we come into a routine. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's like
work, baby.
we all
yeah.
we all have our own lives. Like we all have complicated lives as well. We all have professions. Like Rexy's got a kid. I got 2 dogs.
Two kids.
Kelso's like in a different state. There's just so many pieces to the puzzle, but it all sort of just comes together, like you said, Rex, when you got people that you enjoy working with.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier. And a lot of the times, you would set time aside for these people because you're passionate about what you're doing. And I think that's definitely something that sort of come with this podcast. And this is the 22nd episode. So if you think about it, that's 22 weeks of consistency that we've done. So
Probably longer than that, because
Ooh,
there
yeah.
was planning. There was planning.
there
in
was planning. Yeah, there was a couple of general meetings and general where the
Yeah.
executives of
Definitely.
the Boys on the Mic board had to come together and discuss a few options.
Yeah. But still, it's already 22 weeks of full podcast. So just
Yeah.
the podcast itself plus annual. No, I'm kidding. Like it's just it's impressive. If you like, I didn't thought about like, oh, it's 22 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that people give up like after 20 episodes. Like a lot of people try to do podcasts and then they give up. So, we made it past it. We made it past the 20 episodes,
We
and
passed the mark.
yeah. And I think like this episode is an important milestone for us because we finished the first season. This is one of what I hope to be many seasons.
Hmm.
Don't
Yeah,
hope
and
it's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen, and I think probably what we're also trying to figure out it's what come. We talk about later, but it's also like looking back, you think like, oh, look at what all this stuff we learned and what else we want to keep doing for the future. So yeah, it's something to look forward to.
Yeah. And definitely another. Oh wait, what are we talking about now? Are we going to
Like,
How,
1 million, zillion, jillion, dillion, cotillion times later.
how it started, and then
okay. No, I'll say whatever I'm gonna say for
and
the
then-
next part. But yeah.
what
Yeah.
we've learned, I guess. So like, yeah.
yeah.
I gotta say, like, just a lot of the things that we've learned from doing the podcast, it's given me a lot of skills that I didn't think I would actually have to use. And Rex, you had a great story about how you got put on the spot at work. Hey.
Yeah, so at my work, I was nominated to be the health and safety officer for my section, which is a kitchen. So that's a kitchen part of the hotel. And there was sort of like I walked in on the day because I just come back from my days off, no preparation, nothing. my head chef was like, "Here, bro, I've given you a slideshow. Here's some sheets. Have a quick read. You're gonna perform in front of the committee and whatever." And I was like, "What the?" But then I was like, "Actually, no worries, man. Give me the paper, man. Come here." And yeah, I aced that presentation about knife skills in the kitchen, and also in other areas as well, where it's really crucial to have knife safety, because knives can really f you up if you're not too if you just don't think about it. But yeah, the anyways, the whole moral of the story was that I was confident to speak in front of these people
Without much
easily.
preparation too.
Exactly, like boom, I was there. This was like in front of like my general manager and like all of that, like so people that are higher ranking than me. So all the
Yeah.
execs of the hotel. So it was, yeah, I was like, man, that's cool. The confidence had come from the podcast. So if you need a little bit of self confidence, oh, start a podcast, man. It's
And this is not motivational speech; it's real stories.
Real stories can be
live,
motivational.
live, guys.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. But it's actually something that like work out
Happen.
well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think about it until you actually do it, and then once you've done it, it's like, wow, I've done that.
You've
Yeah.
done that. You presented that slideshow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Nick as well has a story about it as well, and now
Yeah.
he's
Well,
like popping off.
yeah. Like when I was working with Novakas, probably my position at the company was not much of presentation. Like
Hmm.
there was a little bit of presentation involved, but now that I moved to the new role, the presentations ramp up. Like it's probably every week. So at some point
A lot.
the, yeah, at some point the podcast has helped a lot, because like you have like, I don't know, 25 people watching you, like basically running the whole presentation. And it's like same, it's public speaking. It's different from speaking in front of people when you are doing online, but still like you have these people waiting for you to give them something, like present.
And a few
So
people have actually noticed your equipment and actually uncovered that
yeah,
you're
that's
doing
true.
podcasting.
That's true. A few meetings with a few clients, and yeah, some people will like say like, "Hey, like that mic looks like a podcast mic," and I say, and I normally try to like be shy about it
Just play
and
it
say,
off,
"Yeah,
hey, like,
it
oh no.
does, it does, right?" And then someone else, like someone said, like, "Hey, you should open a probably a YouTube podcast or YouTube channel," and I
Yeah.
didn't say I already had it, but.
Yeah. You're just like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You gotta pay that humble card, hey, like, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember like telling a guy at work. It was actually Shashank Nick Kausa,
mm,
and he was like so amazed. He was just like,
mm,
man, he's like, it's really good that we have like a hobby outside of work, because there's so many people in our industry in shipping that their whole life is shipping. They don't have any outlets or any healthy hobbies that they do. So he was like, yeah, that's really cool, man. And then he was like, "Are you guys reviewing porn?" And I was like, "Whoa, what the heck, man?"
you show them the
It just
episode
went
of
like,
AI.
Yeah, yeah,
wow.
yeah. No, he's a bit of a joker. He's a funny guy. But yeah,
Well, and like in general, like I will say, like probably safely, it's not implicit question that we get asked, like how does the podcast has changed your routine, your life? And I always say like, yeah, it has changed a lot, because you sort of predispose time to actually plan ahead, like sit
Yep.
down and see what you want to put in there.
Hmm.
And I think in general has been for the better.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
it's given more purpose to my weekends. Because we
Mm,
do this outside of work. And I was talking to Shay the other day, and I said I don't really count gaming as a hobby for myself.
mm,
I think that this podcasting has become the hobby. Like for me, gaming is so integral to my life that like it's kind of how I relax. But this is now my hobby, and I love it. You know.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, definitely one of those things like probably you say like at the beginning it started as just like little side project of school side project that you said, oh, let's just give it a whirl.
Yeah.
And then because like you keep digging into it and then you start finding stuff that it's more interesting. Like it for me it's I was doing my masters before, so I was like kind of like doing a lot of research and stuff by myself. So I learned techniques to be more efficient at that. And I said,
Oh.
he's frozen.
sorry about that. We have some technical difficulties. I just upgraded my internet and it's now not working.
Hey, it happens, man.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get to the point where basically with the masters I learned techniques of being more efficient and like finding information, basically. Not to put it like too complex. And I said to myself, like, oh, maybe I should find a way where I can also use what I learned there. Where and the podcast came in, and I said, like, oh, now I can find information easily. And let's say if we find something that we found interesting, like we can talk about it, like we can all do our own research and have our own perspective because
Yep.
we probably are not experts on many aspects, but that's the key thing that we also give. We give our own perspective, and also we are keen to learn someone else's perspective.
Mm.
That's it. And that's the whole point of, sort of showcasing what you guys think and what we think.
Mm,
And that's the point of this podcast.
yeah.
How's it changed your life, Rex?
Um, so when something goes from, you know, it goes from being something that's just a small sort of, I don't know, an idea, which like you said, turns into a hobby. You know that it starts getting more crazy when you start investing actual money.
Mm,
And I think we can all definitely say, I mean, I got this as well. I didn't actually invest, but this was something that was an investment to me. Uh, you can't see my background, but I have two monitors now for this to make it easier for editing. And I think stuff like that just makes it like it's gone from a hobby to a passion as well. So it's gone to another level. So a
mm,
passion hobby. I don't know if it's
mm.
out of word, but a puppy.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of changing my life, it's definitely made me spend some money. Um, also made me able to sort of plan and utilize time efficiently when it's my turn to edit. So that's another thing. We've all learned some new skills. So we've learned how to edit on DaVinci,
Mm,
and I think our skills are only getting better. We learned how to do all that stuff, which was really fun. And I can say a shout out to Nowakas, who was doing it by himself at the start, and then he was sort of like, "Hey, brothers, I need you, man. I'm staying up till 4 a.m. doing this." I was like, "All right, bro, we'll do it." So me and Nick were inspired by his commitment, and we were like, "All right, let's learn this, bro. Let's do this." And
Yeah.
that was really cool, and it was really good to help out as well on the editing side and the sound side. So we learned all that crazy stuff. Another way that it's changed my life, I don't know. It just gets me excited on the weekends to do podcasts, especially because I finish so late on the Saturdays, and we usually do it on the Sundays. So I probably only have like 5 to 4 hours, 6 hours sleep, but I still excited to get up and put on, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's commitment. That's probably something as well that
yeah,
you can't do it if you're not passionate about it, because you wouldn't last very long.
yeah. So I think that's pretty much sums up my
what
side of
it,
like how it's going to change my life, and I
Mm.
wouldn't change it for a damn thing. Damn
mm.
motherfucking chicken wang.
What about you, Nawakas? What do you how does the podcast change your routine, your
Yeah,
life?
yeah. Well, like yeah, like Sundays we run the podcast, and we got the week to edit it. Like Rexy pointed out, I actually forgot about that as well. That I was doing most of the editing for the beginning. We
You
also,
forgot your beginnings.
yeah, I don't know why I forgot everything. I forgot how this whole thing started. I'm just kidding, right?
We put you on the spot, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, good, like.
No, it's good though. Like there's so many things I learned about, just like programs like StreamYard, WiseCut. WiseCut is awesome. And we also managed to win a competition with them.
Mm,
And we shot a commercial for them as well. So that's something that we never done. Looking back at it, I could definitely do better now. But that's also part of the process is, having experiences and, I think giving things a try, giving stuff a shot, like so many people talk about doing things, but actually doing it and putting yourself out there, that requires a lot of courage, from all of us, because
mm.
we're because we don't have a product. The podcast is our product, and we are also the product ourselves, our personalities, um, and that's something that we have to put out to the internet, which can be kind of scary sometimes. But
Yeah.
I think that's for something that's probably my confidence and courage is probably increased. If I had like a Fallout stamina, or I mean stats +1.
How much plus one? Hey.
Yeah,
Too much Fallout.
yeah.
Mm,
No, so yeah, I think definitely as well. What Rexy mentioned, the investment in equipment, and then also, you know, taking the leap to go to Melbourne to go to the conference, the GTX conference with Kausa. We made connections there, and we got an interview out of it. So if I wasn't doing this, I would have never gone. So
yeah.
yeah, it's great. And off the back of that, we're planning to go in to Melbourne again for PAX, which is the biggest gaming convention, and Rexy will be joining us this time. So it's gonna be fun.
That'd be a vibe.
Mm.
I also just wanted to add for the viewers, if you could look at the first episode and look at the episode now, you can tell the difference, man. And I can say for a fact that I'm proud of it.
I
Yeah.
always say the same thing. Like
yeah.
you should look the first episode. Like just give it 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes.
Don't watch it for too long.
I've got like
Probably
a sheet behind me. I've got like I don't have an actual mic, so I've got like a headset. My son.
We
is
all
gonna
didn't have
go
mics.
crazy.
yeah.
Now we got the real equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured out
Uh,
that we could use our phones as cameras, so that turned out really good.
Yeah. And it's just like one step at a time. Like sometimes you focus too much on the equipment, and I think that's what we sort of talked about at the beginning. It was like, is it worth to buy a camera DLSR straight away? Like, are we
Mm.
gonna earn any money, or are we just putting like money towards a hobby that it's just a hobby, you know?
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
it's definitely that little um probably question that you ask to yourself, whether like how much money is it worth. And then at the beginning it's not worth to put all the money of the world, because you're also trying to figure out what actually the product, this time the podcast, should look like. So
Mm.
it's a whole learning, yeah, that you get to the point, and then when you start like needing more, that's when you say like, oh, maybe we should just upgrade these, you know.
Yeah. And I remember at the start, Kausa, you said something that always stuck with me. You were saying that we don't have money, but the only thing that we can put in is effort, and that's
Mm,
that's what we put more in. We At the beginning we put more effort in because we didn't have all the equipment. Now we got the equipment, and so it's kind of leveled out. But when you start off, if you don't have all the equipment, it doesn't matter. You still got two hands. You get to work.
yeah.
2 heads, 2 eyes, 2 noses. I mean nostrils.
You have two noses. That's new. The mutation from
Fallout.
the Fallout.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. Should
What about
definitely
you,
do
Kasa?
Nick
Hmm?
on Fallout.
What about you, Kasa? What have you had any major like changes?
In general, I think I always in my mind I always wanted to have my own business, and I think this is sort of molding of what I expect for the business, even if this could be the business, no one knows.
Mm.
So I think the way I run the ideas that I have for the podcast, and when we talk about it together, I always think about this as a business. Like even if you don't get the money out of it that you're probably all the people would expect out of a business, I still look at it that way. So all the sort of like probably proposals and anything works towards making it bigger. I don't necessarily bigger, better, because bigger doesn't necessarily mean quality. So I would say safely we go towards quality. And quality means for us learning, quality means for all the people to learn, because that was the main point. I think we all said like the purpose of the podcast was to people like ourselves that doesn't have many time, they don't have many time to put up with all the news that they come every day. We can just create a space that they can just watch a video. At the beginning was 15 minutes, but we probably extended a bit more. And then with that time that they look at us and they sort of have fun at the same time they learn something. So I think that's probably the purpose. I don't think the purpose will change, so we are gonna keep trying to do our best to keep delivering something that has a value, and a value means also a laugh too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think we can safely say out of the two interviews we've done, they both sort of said that it was a very relaxed and they felt very comfortable. And I think that's sort of like the environment that we wanted to create. Was we wanted to create a safe place where people can come and watch and learn and just feel like they're just chilling with the boys on the mic. Oh, sorry about that.
bam, 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 bam.
Just got a bit. I revved it up at the end there. Sorry about that. But yeah,
Alright.
definitely agree.
Yeah. I think now we can probably go into the next part, which is where we got some clips from the season,
Yeah.
just to sort of reflect on
Yeah.
on what we've done. Okay, I'll start.
Okay, so first of all, these are not all the clips, and like maybe
No.
if some people have some funny clips that they like from different episodes, they can mention it in
Just
the comments.
look
But
at
these are just a couple that we sort of found and thought that they were pretty crack up and funny.
So I'll set the premise for this one. This one is pretty funny. I think Rexy was using a bit of AI to help write his scripts, and he probably didn't proofread this one and just let it go. And I was editing the video, and it's one of those things you don't catch it unless you're editing and you're looking at all the cameras. And I just caught Kalsa just Rexy really caught him off guard, but yeah, I'll play the clip now and you can see.
Love, and D, timeless and durable, like your grandmother's trusty toaster. What was the question again?
It's like trusty like your
Grandmother's
grandmother's. As soon as I saw Nick cover his mouth, I was like, damn, you got him.
You love, and D, timeless and durable, like your grandmother's trusty toaster. What was the question again?
It's
like-
absolutely blew him away.
It's one of those things, like, because like I feel like sometimes, like when as not a native speak like English speaker, sometimes it takes some more time to me to actually understand the joke. But this one was like, is he for real? Like I understand it straight away. Like it's just like, what is he talking about? Like, is this an inside joke or? Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
no, that one got me off guard. Yeah.
All right. So the the next one is where is it? So this one is where this was an episode that's like I think it was probably the funnest episode that we did, but it was talking about there was AI sex workers, like in Berlin, and Rexy was trying to get an answer out of Kausa, and like he was kind of like dodging.
Like every time I ask Kasa, he'd sort of just like like swim through it. He wouldn't like just give me the answer. He was like dodging
It's
it.
like Matrix.
Anyways, I'll show you guys this clip.
Ah,
And
now
is
you-
it cheating if it's not alive?
That's even more difficult because Rexy just answered with a question and he just make it more complex. So now I have to answer.
It's like,
Answer the question.
And I remember Rexy after I said all that, which is bullshit. But Nick, what's actually your answer?
and I think you answered it like pretty. It was pretty intelligent the way you said it. You're like, no, but maybe in the future, yes.
even my partner watched it and she said like,
Oh,
that was pretty good. Yeah, I know what you did.
He's sweating. He was sweating on the couch watching it with her, like, okay, I'm ready.
And oh man, like one of the other funniest things that's just like an inside joke with us is like at the intros and the outros. I don't know why, but like it's almost like we don't want to do it, but we do, but we want to do it at the same time. But I think it's just basically putting people on the spot. And this like normally we discuss it before the episode starts, so we know who's gonna do what. And then Rexy always seems to get out of it, but this one we managed to. I was like, who's gonna do it? And then I just basically put Kausa's picture up on the screen, and yeah, this one caught him off guard as well.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
We'll see you on the next episode.
Oh, the boys in the mind.
Like and subscribe.
Who's doing the outro?
Of course, it's Nick.
So I see like putting us like on the spot for the intro and the outro.
I didn't click that. I think you clicked it, Nick. Do you want to do it?
I suddenly like I fall into. Okay, I was actually thinking about ideas for the outro, but I was not gonna-
See, I had a feeling.
and what we think is fuck my voice. Video games. Sorry, again. So thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you like this content, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you.
That's perfect. Yeah.
It always happens.
I was just thinking, like, man, that thing just blocked me, bro. You can't see my facial reaction.
Yeah, sorry, Rex. Do your reactions now.
No, that's all right. Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But it's actually something that even like when we had the 2 interviews in this season, like the 2 interviewers, like they were looking at us doing this sort of role play where, oh, who's doing the outro, who's doing the intro, and then and then like they sort of like laugh too. They have a laugh, but they couldn't understand what's all the fuss about because we do it every episode.
Yeah, even like the second interview, I was like, let's make sure we sort this out so we don't have to do that in front of the guys we're interviewing. And then Rex was meant to do it, and then last minute Rex was just like, no, Wakas, you're doing it. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, just one of these ones. Hadus. Yeah, man.
It's been a good one, and I also say like safely that one, and also when we are talking in the intro, somebody always get caught up on whatever they say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Unless
You never know who actually clicked the freaking button, but you sort of guess.
Yeah, I can always guess that it's the Walkers when he's like You got it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You did it. You did it
Cheeky bugger.
yourself.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. One of the other cool memories from this season is when Rexy's son jumped on and did the outro. And Kelso mentioned a good point that he actually had a cameo in the first episode, an unplanned cameo, but
Yeah.
it's like even he's getting some skills. He's developing because he's like, yeah, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Play
he
the
was
video.
all over it in the first episode, and then
Yeah.
he did a full like cameo with all the spotlight.
I had
I
to,
want-
I had to bribe him by showing him the videos of. I think we were doing robotics, and he was so fascinated by it. So, but I had to bribe him, like, I'll show you the
How did
video if
this-
you do this.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see if I can
They-
change this layout.
Channel. Say like and subscribe
Like and subscribe
to Boys on the Mic.
to Boys on the Mic.
Peace.
Peace.
Nice, that was good.
Yeah.
That was
All right,
awesome.
I'll end the recording.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna edit that, but I'll do my best.
All right, let's pop it back to this.
Yeah, that was a proud dad moment. Not sure if I got permission from his mother, but I was just like, "Yo, come here, brother." On the mic. This is a junior boy on the mic.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt he's gonna get another time for being in spotlight. Probably
Season
involved.
2. He might be doing an interview. You never know, bro.
I'm
Gotta
pretty
try
sure
to
he'll be keen to interview one of those robots.
Yeah. One other thing as well we found is that Kelsa, he just has like great one-liners. And yeah, let me just
in context, we were doing what was it? A Jamaican Rastafarian in space.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the indie game. The indie game.
Sort of inspired Nix to say this, and this is what came out of his mouth.
Just light it up. Oh, sorry.
Watch that one more time.
Just light it up. Oh, sorry.
I don't know if he said just light it up. Oh, Sole. Like,
I think he said, "Oh, sorry."
yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Just light it up. Oh, sorry.
There was no sorry. I couldn't see any remorse.
That was planned.
It's good that you set up the context because I forgot what I say that, and then now you said like, no, what? Because I think I was thinking, oh, maybe we could create a indie game where there's a Rasta guy in the space. And
Just light it up. Oh, sorry.
Oh man, that makes me think there was another video that we did as well. But you can put it in the editing. The one where I kept saying something, and you just kept like you turn it into like a
Oh, you were I was editing it back in.
yeah. What was it? Anyways,
can
when you
put-
edit the video, you can edit in.
so you were
Yeah.
repeating the same word and again.
Yeah. Like
It was-
oh my god, that's
Yeah.
Oh my god!
No, but it was like a meme that Todd created from a video that I did in the same
Yeah.
video. So
Well, we'll find it and we'll put it at the
yeah,
end.
we'll just add it in the clip, added in this. Yeah, that was a funny one.
And for anybody watching, go and find it. Go watch every single episode and find it.
Well,
And
it,
what's
brother.
the reward? Well, you're
meme.
gonna probably
an
yeah, a meme.
exclusive interview with the boys on the mic.
Probably
I don't even.
sometime someone can do the outro, like not us, someone else. But,
Oh yeah,
we
yeah.
just
Or the
sit
intro.
there.
Someone could do it like this, you know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably the last clip that I have is one that I edited for Kalsa to pop on his socials. But yeah, it's among his friends, everybody knows that he loves Funko Pops, and anytime he gets excited, he's just like, I'm getting excited. Time to buy a Funko Pop."
I already want to buy a Funko Pop already.
You can see the seriousness in Kelso's eyes.
Because-
He's ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and Fallout's like the cool. boom, boom.
Bang bang.
Are they actually on your cupboard now, or are they coming
Yes.
in the mail?
Like I have 4 here. Well, 4 is probably an average number for anyone, but in reality, in Peru, I have 50. So
50. Oh, really?
yeah, 50. And yeah,
It's a
like
collector, bro.
when I came to Australia, I said like I'll probably should bring them all because I'm living here, you know, and
Oh my
they were
gosh.
they were all part of a collection. But how on earth are you gonna bring a whole bag of Funko Pops?
No,
They'll probably
it's
be
just
like,
not
"Hey,
worth it.
what are
Yeah.
you doing?" And it's like, "Look, I'm a professional Funko Pop seller, and this is why I'm bringing all
They're
this."
gonna think that there's something else in there. Like, what's the value? Well,
Yeah.
technically, if you get actually all these, you can get good money. But let's not get to the collector side of the things. It's just for fun.
Yeah, that's all of the clips that I had. Oh, actually, this was a cool the Haitian
AI.
fake AI. Yeah, I actually created this from just a photo, and I trained the AI how to use my voice. Sorry, no, I recorded the video and then it just chain animated. If you paid, you could train the AI to use your voice, but yeah. I'll
So what
play
did you
this.
train the AI?
I gave it a picture and then it just animated my face. Yeah, but if I paid for it, I could have trained it in my voice and then I could have made it say anything.
So technically, you don't have to voice record yourself. So you just basically put any script, and then it will talk with
Yeah.
your voice.
Pretty much, yeah. I'll just play this now.
Greetings, listeners. This is the Boys on the Mic on the Tech Trio Tales channel. Today's topics will likely dive into the latest tech and gaming trends. I've analyzed the data, and there's a lot of ground to cover. Think cutting-edge gadgets, epic game releases, maybe even a few heated debates. Get ready, we're going in deep, and the discussions are about to get interesting. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Joy.
Man.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a cool one.
Yeah.
It's actually cool. Like, well, we tested a lot of things probably on the background, and probably this was one of the first ones. Probably on the only ones that we actually put it in the video. Because we like to play with these softwares and stuff, but it's sometimes it's tricky to actually find something that it really works for the video.
Yeah.
So it was really cool, yeah. And we sort of have a laugh after a few episodes, like asking if Nowakas was a real, or it was the AI impersonating him already.
Yeah. Maybe I can just let the AI take over for one of the podcasts and then I can sleep in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
You'd have to train it to like answer questions and then prompt.
I gotta
Yeah.
say though,
What if we-
it's not cheap.
I saw like recently, on a side note, just on a side note, where they had two AIs talking together. So one had video and one was like taking notes, and they were both talking to each other.
Oh, was that any smooth, or was that like a very robotic conversation?
It was really smooth, man. Like considering, I think it was Chat GPT, but that could be the same thing if you create an AI avatar.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
On the
imagine you
show.
have to. Oh, in that sense, like we have the three co-host doing the AI. We just can't
There
sleep.
Yeah. Passive income, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Passive
there is AI models now too. That you have the AI sex workers, AI, like everything is AI now. So they're doing
Yeah.
$10,000 a month.
You've done the research already. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the moments that I had. Do you guys have anything else you want to add on that, or can we move forward to probably the next section, which is the future?
No, I think that's pretty much it. We had a lot of fun laughs and that from my side of town.
Yeah. Like I think most of the moments that we sort of show now, it's very like short clips. Some of the others that if we show it, there will be like probably a longer sort of in joke in between episodes. So wouldn't that make much sense? And it probably, yeah, like it, you just need to watch it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with like most of the moments. Like when I was last night just going through the episodes and try to like sort of find what was the highlights of the whole season. I always find like highlights of like there are heaps of them. Like it's not just one particular moment. It's like the
Yeah,
interview, then we have like learning. Oh, you use the AI. Oh, we talk about Lighting My Queen, and then that becomes sort of an in joke in between episodes.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of things that I could like it just comes to my mind every time I like scroll through just looking at the titles. I don't even have to go to the each episode.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of good memories there, and I guess for the future as well, we've got a lot of exciting things coming. I think we're gonna have a look at our branding again and see how we can make that all cohesive and make it all one thing rather than, because when we first started, we just took a really like a shotgun approach at it, just threw whatever we had at the at the internet and just let's see how it goes.
Yep.
um,
Hey, you
just
turned
kick
out
the
all right.
door down. Yeah, kick the door down, bang, shotgun.
Boom.
Yeah,
AI. Big shout out to AI. AI's helped us a lot through this whole process, and it's gonna be only better in the future.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And I
yeah,
think
that's
you're going. Sorry.
no, that's for sure. Like we like just like say before, like we use all sort of AI tools, all sort of like whatever you want to call it, like software in general,
Mm,
that just to make it happen with the less resources. That's probably it.
yeah.
Yep.
And we're also going to be looking at our sound design and music as well. I've got a friend who can create some music for us, so that's really exciting as well, because that means that we're going to have more of a unique sound, a sound that's unique to us, the boys on the mic.
Mm,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I think we're one thing that we learned from this first season is that we really enjoy doing interviews. Interviews are definitely going to be a big part of our podcast. I think of any podcast, that's like the bread and butter. I think a lot of interviews go down. So that's
Yep.
something that was really fun to us, and just talking to people, doing the research, finding out new things. Like everybody's got a story to tell, and when you add like a bit of gaming and tech into it as well, I think that ticks the boxes for us.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And PAX, we're going to PAX, so more gaming conventions, as many as we can go to. I mean, where it's feasible. I'd love to actually go to one in Sydney.
Mm.
That could be a goal for us, maybe this year or next year or in the future at some point, going to a
Yeah.
Sydney one.
For sure.
Yeah. It always like opens it, or like that's what you were saying before. It like without having the podcast, like you wouldn't actually push to actually go somewhere else. So
Yeah.
this is actually a good excuse just to go there. And not
Mm,
necessarily you get something out of it, but you end up getting something out of it. So
yeah.
it's a win-win. And like Michael Scott said from
The
my
Office.
it's a win-win-win.
Win, win, win.
Yeah.
What does he say? How the turntables. And finally, there we're looking at creating a Discord server and also an Instagram account where we can interact with the community a bit more and get to know everybody. So that'll be interesting as well. not only just for the community but people that we're interviewing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a lot of big plans on the horizon. We're trying to be a bit vague about it just in case things change, but yeah, because we don't have a firm start date for the second season. It will be this year at some point, probably before PAX. But yeah, we're just gonna work on all those things that I just mentioned, and then we're gonna come back stronger.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Let's democratize the union.
But yeah, no, that it's all exciting. I'm excited.
Just tell us how
Second of all,
excited you are, Rex.
this isn't goodbye. This is hello, and yeah, we're gonna come back stronger and better and faster, and yeah.
And Lightning McQueen. Yes.
What does he say?
I don't know. Just Lightning McQueen is faster than the EVs.
Sort of pop that in there at the end there to inspire the community, Nick.
Yeah. You know, yeah. That even in second season, that won't change my mind. So yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. BYD's on the rise.
Yeah.
That would actually be cool as an idea to do like a EV versus petrol car episode. If we ever get our hands on something like that.
In mind doing impressions and doing a test drive.
Yeah.
There you go. And then
Maybe
we get a EV, and I get a hybrid. And Rex
maybe
can get Ferrari.
Wow. Ferrari's too small for me, but
yeah, you can have the Lambo Rex, but you gotta pay for it.
just give me the Mustang electric. I saw that. They have a
No
Or
way.
maybe if we go to Sydney, we can hire a car for a day.
Oh, that's very true. Like we could, yeah. I like that idea.
or Melbourne.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like that's actually a really good idea. Oh, did see? Like we don't want to say what we're gonna do, but there's all the ideas coming up. Let's just give it a couple fireballs.
Just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Guys. It's coming back. Stay tuned.
I forgot
funny
about
enough.
that.
Funny enough, like all these like started with Fireball. So
It did, yeah. A bit of Fireball after a concert, and bang, that was Nick's favorite band as well. Was it 660?
660. Ever since we were young.
yeah.
Yeah, classic Peruvian band.
He wasn't listening to Peruvian music or reggaeton or he was listening to 660 New Zealand reggae.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot of things to be excited for, and yeah, we'll also we're open to hear from our listeners too. Like, what would you like to see in the future?
Yep. Anybody has any feedback, just leave it in the comments. We'll do our best to reply when we can.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. We discussed how this podcast started and how it's changed our lives. We've also reflected on the things that we've learned and all the skills and things that we've acquired along the way. Plus, we went over some highlights from the season 1. So for anyone that sort of skipped to the end, this is the end of season 1 for the Boys on the Mic, and we're going to take a short break and then come back. And we spoke also about the future. So we're looking at doing some branding, music, interviews, going to more gaming conventions, and also some more engagement with the community. So look out for that stuff. And also like and subscribe if you like this content. Please, it helps us out and helps us get more exposure. So yeah, we were just really thankful for everybody who's stuck around and watched us go through this journey. We've definitely come a long way from where we started, and we hope that we will continue with more journeys, adventures, and tech and gaming news.
I'm Noakas, and this is the end of season 1. Boys, you got anything to say? You're on mute, Nick.
Wait, start again. Start again.
I know.
I just wanna wait. Okay, I just wanna say, let's do that thing again. Where we go, the boys on the mic.
This is the Boys on the Mic.
The boys on the mic.
The boys on the mic.